Hey guys, it's Glen Brown and welcome back to the YouTube series. We're on video number 11 of the Elliott Blindspots course review. Listen, again, if you're new here, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. I am giving you this absolutely free value because this course is literally recreated, changed my mindset, changed my skill set, my habits. All I want for you is to have the opportunity to change your family's life and literally recreate into a new person that you never even thought was possible. With that being said, guys, go ahead and get a pen, get a piece of paper, make sure you're constantly paying attention, and I guarantee at the end of this video, you will leave with so much more knowledge that you can take, go spread into your industry, and literally be on the road to becoming the top 1% in your industry. With that being said, guys, I am a direct resource to Andy, so if you guys need anything, if you want more than what I'm giving you today, and you want the full shebang, you want it all, guys, please call or text me at 573-305-9393. I'm a direct resource to Andy. I'll make sure to get you all the information you need and get you on the road to literally becoming the top 1% in your industry and earning everything that you and your family have ever freaking dreamed of. With that being said, guys, let's get started with number one. Today, we're going to be talking about rate of speech. So what is rate of speech? So number one, what do you do for a living? Listen, if you speak at all for a living, you are a public speaker. I don't care what you are trying to sell. I don't care if you're trying to sell your kids to go to bed, if you're trying to sell your boss on getting a promotion, if you're a call representative, if you're a salesperson, if you're a CEO, if you're a leader, it does not matter. If you deal with customers whatsoever, you speak for a living and you are a public speaker. So what must we do? We must learn how to speak for a living, okay? You want people to want to hear you speak. So what do we have to do? We have to train and learn how we want to speak. How do we want to come off to people? How do we want to approach people so that they know we care? So they know that we're a professional. So they know that we're freaking passionate and we're fired up and we're jacked up and we know how to serve them at the highest level. How are we going to do that? Through speaking and having them want to hear us speak, okay? This is going to be huge for you. So write this down. Write down rate of speech. When someone really believes in something and when they really believe in themselves, they can increase their rate of speech, okay? So your belief. What does that mean? That means when someone asks you a question, if you have a lot of information on that topic, if you have a lot of belief in yourself and a lot of passion and fire, you're going to be able to talk with more energy, more rate of speech, a higher frequency, or sometimes a lower frequency. Listen, you have to be able to control it going up or down. With that being said, though, if you are very passionate, if you know and you have belief in yourself, you're going to be able to talk a little bit faster because you're not having to think of what to say. This is a massive inside of just public speaking in general. Okay, so which creates energy? Whenever you increase your rate of speech, whenever you increase your belief, it creates energy. And energy will create a higher state for the customer. And the clients, whoever you're dealing with, put them in a higher state, getting them from where they're at to where you want them to be. If they're at a low 30 degree and you want them to come up to a 90, 120, you want them to have the best freaking day of their life, what must you do? It is your responsibility to push your energy into them and bring them up with you, to give them a better experience, to literally make them have the best day of their lives. If you want to be the best in your industry, you have to treat them and love them like they're your family. How do you do this? By having the greatest freaking attitude and learning how to increase your state. Okay. So whenever you do this, especially if you're in sales, if you're a leader, you're letting them buy into you. If you increase their state, they're becoming to a buying mode by increasing their state. Number two, your words. Listen, your words are everything, okay? Obviously, you can have the rate of speech, but if you don't know how to use your words and construct your words, what does it matter, okay? So with the words, if your words have belief in them, you will also increase your rate of speech. You'll speak faster because, like I said, it makes it not seem like you know what you don't have to think about what to say. You literally are you're a professional, you're fired up, you know exactly what you want to say, you've been through this a million times, and you know exactly how to find what their goals, what their needs are, and how to solve them, and how to solve them quick, and how to make sure that they know you're the professional. So you must make your words flow like water. Literally, we have to practice this. I don't care if you have to stand in the mirror, sit there and talk to yourself and use everything. Like in the last video, using your eyes, your hands, your smile, your teeth, being able to use your feet, your posture, your body language, all of it. You have to literally learn how to make people fall in love with you talking. And that's how we're going to get further in the video. So number two is the words. When you need to drive a point home, okay? So whenever you're closing somebody, whenever you literally just need to make sure that they understand that this point in particular, they have to understand your perspective. What must you do? To drive that point home, you have to increase your rate of speech, okay? This is super, super important. Know what you need to say and how to overcome objections like a pro. Listen, if you know that you have objections in your industry, you need to get the top 5 objections, okay? If you're getting them every day, let me ask you a question. Andy always asks this hypothetical question. I love it. If someone was to come up to you and literally slap you across the face, right? Okay, you'd be like, ow, that hurt. Okay, if that same person came back around a couple hours later and they put their hand up and they're coming towards you, are you just going to let them slap you in the face again? No, you're not going to let them slap you in the face again. You're going to be prepared, aren't you? Why are all of us, not even all of us, why are so many amateurs in the industries, in any kind of sales industry, why are they not prepared? They get slapped in the face every single day over and over with the same exact objections, and they do not know how to overcome them. Why? Why is that? Why are you choosing not to be unprepared? It makes absolutely no sense. So you have to learn exactly what you need to say so you can have higher belief, you can increase your rate of speech, and you can overcome it like a pro. This is one of the biggest keys that you have to overcome being in sales, leadership, a CEO, any public speaking. You have to know what you need to say, especially if you know that there's going to be something that they're most likely going to say to you. Learn your top 5 objections, learn them like the back of your hand, and literally tattoo them on your heart. I guarantee this will change your life, increase your sales by 5 times, especially. It doesn't matter what industry you're at. Any sales industry, this will change your life. Okay, number 3. Increasing does not always mean faster. Sometimes it can mean slower. Example. So if you're in the automotive industry, this is perfect. You have a lot of people tell you that you have to present, a certain way whenever you're presenting numbers, you're presenting the options to the customer, okay? For instance, for an example, you can say, instead of saying, here's the numbers, go ahead and circle which one works best for you, and let's go ahead and get your car clean and gassed up. And waiting. Okay, we're not going to do that, okay? You're going to be a professional, okay? So instead of that, you're going to say, we have 3 different term options, 3 different down payment options. Go ahead and circle which one works best for you, and I'll go get your car cleaned and gassed up for you. Oh, and I'm so sorry I forgot to ask. Did you want your first payment at the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, or the end of the month? What will work best for you and your family? You see that? Listen, you already got past the numbers, and you slowed your rate of speech down. You got their attention. You literally shifted their focus away from the numbers just to when their first payments due. This is how you become a professional. If you're in the automotive industry, guys, please call or text me. Literally, Andy has every single material that you possibly need. I will ship you guys out a freaking Sales Warrior playbook. This has every objection that you could possibly need, almost in any industry, but especially for the automotive industry. I promise you, you text me, we'll get you hooked up with some training. I'll send you out a $300 book completely on me, okay? It would mean the world to me for you to have the opportunity to literally change your life. Give your family the life that you do. Do you know that the top 1% in the automotive industry makes $1 million a year? So whatever you're at right now, if you're at $100,000 and the top 1% makes $1 million, what's the difference there? $900,000. So you're costing yourself literally $900,000 a year by not having the information you need to be in the top 1%. So do you think it'd be worth a little bit of self-investing in yourself, into your family, into your skill set, to give your family and yourself the dream that you've always dreamed of? I think so. So guys, text me if you need anything. With that being said, another example. So you have that when you're slowing your rate down, okay? But let's say you're on the lot, they're like, I'm sorry, Glenn, we need to think about it. You show them the car and they're like, we need to think about it. You could just say automatically. Here's an average Bob who's going to say, well, what do you need to think about? I mean, you like the car, right? I mean, what do you need to think about? Like, listen, dude, that's not going to work. You have to learn how to speak. You have to learn how to be prepared. You have to learn how to be a professional. I'm not even in the automotive industry anymore. But if they say, hey, Glenn, I need to think about it, I would say, hey, Justin, of course you need to think about it. I haven't given you enough information not to think about it. What I like to do is give you a quick 5-minute proposal with all the facts and figures. That way, when you go home tonight and you're sitting down at the kitchen table with you and your beautiful family, you truly have all the numbers to think about. Would that be fair, Justin? Could I do that for you? Which one's better, guys? Was the first one prepared or was the second one prepared? Would you buy from the first guy or would you buy from the second guy? How much of a difference does this make? You have to get these little key things down. You have to be prepared for objections. You have to learn how to increase your rate of speech. You have to learn how to decrease your rate of speech. You have to learn how to make your words literally flow like water. No matter what industry you're in. Guys, Andy has whatever you need. If you need objections for any industry, if you need any resource, any information, this will change your freaking life in literally one day. If you sit down and you study 5 objections and you just study them for a full day, one day, you have one day off a week, and you just sit there and study them over and over and over and over, and you write them down over and over, and you're practicing them. You're literally not looking at the page and you're rehearsing them. Dude, in one day, you can literally change your life. You go into work the next day with the utmost believability, utmost confidence, utmost competence, because you know exactly what to say, because you are prepared. So you are ready to rock and roll and literally crush your competition. Okay, it's not always what you say, of course, but how you say it. That is where the upward the upward rate of speech and then the downward rate of speech come in. Sometimes you got to talk faster, and sometimes you want to talk a little bit quieter. You want to really make sure that you slow down and make the point. Okay, there's different times for different circumstances, and you got to learn what that is. If the word tracks haven't worked for you, the reason is literally because you don't know how to use rate of speech. Okay, you could say, Of course you need to think about it. I haven't given you enough information not to think about it. What I'd like to do, like, dude, no one's gonna freaking listen to you, right? You have to have the charisma. If you don't know how to have a charisma, go back and watch the video that we made about charisma and confidence. Okay, listen, you have to know what to say, how to say it. You have to be a professional, and you have to learn how to increase your rate of speech and decrease your rate of speech. Listen, at the end of the day, this is what makes everybody the best in the world. If you know anybody who's a public speaker, who's amazing at speaking, who captures your attention, there is a reason. And that reason is they know how to control their rate of speech and make their words flow like water. If you want to be the top 1% in your industry, you must be the best speaker in the world. So we get started today. Make sure you're taking notes, guys. Make sure you wrote down rate of speech. Make sure you said, make my words flow like water. Practice every day. And make sure you say, be prepared for all objections no matter what. And literally make sure that they know that I have the utmost believability and confidence in myself to handle them and handle any situation. And literally, whenever they're dropping their belief, you have to be able to literally push your belief into them and bring their belief back up and make them re-believe again. A lot of times when people are spending money, they literally get scared and try to push themselves away because, they just have a little bit of fear. Whose job is it to literally bring them out of that fear and bring them back into the comfort zone and have that confidence in making the decision? It's yours, exactly. When making a point, be conscious. Sometimes you need to slow down, like I said, and sometimes you need to speed up. If you don't do this, if you listen to this whole video and you don't do this, dude, you're either freaking just lazy or you didn't take notes and you're just going to go on about your day and you're not going to actually consciously use this information. Do not watch these videos for entertainment. Literally, if you're watching for entertainment, click off, never watch again. Do not watch sales training to listen. Get a pen, get a piece of paper, write it down. What is written will be retained. If you want to learn, if you want to become the top 1%, if you want to give your family the life that they deserve, we have to consciously pay attention. If you don't, like I said, if you don't, you're just lazy. Andy and the greats. This is the biggest key in the world. Listen, guys. The greats, their rate of speech is always going to go up, down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Listen, I'm a work in progress myself. I'm working on all of these skills every single day. Like I said, I've only been training on this for a month. Dude, you should have seen me 6 months ago. I was terrible at speaking. I did not have the skill set or the mindset or the habits I needed to become the man I am right now. And we are constantly improving each and every day. What do you think is going to happen? Like, I want to let you guys know this as well. We are doing the Elliott Challenge. This is where you are literally locking yourself in for 3 years to guarantee that you will become a millionaire for your family. Listen, you're going to be a millionaire spiritually, a millionaire physically, a millionaire in your relationships with everyone around you, especially your own family, and then a millionaire in your skill set, your mindset, your habits, and your training and self-development, and literally just knowing exactly what you need to do, how to do it, and how to get to that road to being a millionaire. Listen, if you're ready to do that, we are doing the Elliott Challenge. We're on day 39 out of 1,095. All you have to do is literally put on your story or on your post, hashtag Elliott Challenge 1/1095. Start your journey. I promise you, Andy guarantees it. If you grow in all these areas every single day and you cut out all distractions, you'll be a millionaire in all of these areas. And you will have whatever kind of life you want. Whatever your vision is, you will capture it. I promise you. With that being said, you have to learn how to go up and down and up and down. And if you practice for 3 years and you're practicing on all these freaking skill sets and you're literally skill stacking, guys, what do you think's going to happen in 3 years from now? You are going to be a monster. You're going to be undefeatable, literally unkillable. You're going to be untouchable. No one's going to be able to stop you. With that being said, this is just a start for me. In 3 years, it's going to be absolutely insane. I'm calling my shot now. And I want this life for you. It's not about me. It's not about me whatsoever. I get all of this from God. I'm grateful to God. I would have nothing without him. I would not be alive without him. So I give all the glory to God. All I want to do is show you guys you can have anything in this world that you want. All you have to do is literally cut all the things of this world out of your mind, cut the devil out, focus on what you can control, which is growing spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, having a great attitude, learning all of these 100 skill sets and micro skills so you can literally be the professional that nobody's ever met in their life so you can change people's lives. Not only customers and clients, but you can literally change everybody around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your church family, your clients, anybody. Guys, you are meant for more. You are meant for greatness. If you're still watching this video, you know you have a purpose in your life. And that purpose, it all starts with training. And Andy is the #1 sales trainer in the world. So like I said, guys, if you need anything in the world, please let me know. I hope this brought you a ton of freaking value. We're going to keep grinding every single day. I'm going to keep pushing out content to you guys, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. Like I said, guys, if you need anything in the world, please call or text me at 573-305-9393. I love you guys so much. Have a great freaking night and enjoy it. Thank you.